and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your readings here for April the 15th through April the 21st. Now, I want to thank you all for all the likes, shares, comments, and the new subscribers. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. If you are returning, thank you. I appreciate your loyalty and support of this channel. Now, these are general readings, guys, so please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a more in-depth personal reading, click on this link here, which will take you to my website. You can peruse the kind of readings that I offer. And what else? I think that's it. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope section of your reading for April the 15th through April the 21st. And let me put my glasses on so I can read the notes. Wednesday, April the 17th, Mercury moves into the cardinal sign of Aries, and Mercury is your ruling planet, Gemini. It's the communication, it's the intellect, it's the planet of thought process. So you'll probably have the urge to start up conversations with everyone you encounter. It's like everyone and everything will be engage you, and you'll be interested and fascinated and inquisitive about everything. Now, on Friday, April the 19th, the full moon in Libra happens in your house of creativity and children. Now, if you have children yourself, or nephews, nieces, perhaps friends' children, you are most likely to be enamored by them and feel a very close connection to them and just revel in their company. This is also a good time to connect with your inner child. Do something fun and childlike that's going to feed your inner child and make your inner child happy. Oh, Spirit is here. I'm so itchy. It could also indicate a creative project that has come to a completion. So April 20th, the Sun moves into Taurus in your 12th house of secrets and self-undoing, joining Uranus and bringing out the rebel in you. Uranus is a very rebellious kind of energy, and very surprising and unconventional and unpredictable. Now, with the Sun in your 12th house, the sun can't shine as bright as it wants to, so it struggles to shine, and it could give you a sense of feeling restricted in some way. Of not getting the recognition that you believe you deserve. Perhaps you prefer to stay alone in solitude during this time, but later that night, Venus moves into Aries, which is in your house of community. It's like, there you go, you'll feel really, social. It's like you'll be attracted to groups or your community, maybe your tribe, wanting, you'll be longing for stimulating conversations, and your fascination will return. You might even be asked to speak at an event. It could be something like that, or a group that you're a member of. Perhaps you're communicating from home via social media. That's another way to connect with your community, through conversation. So let's go to your card, shall we? Okay, hi Gemini, welcome to your card section, your tarot card section of your reading. I have already shuffled these offline. I will just give it one more shuffle. Go, and let's have 3 cards for Gemini, please. 3 cards for Gemini for this coming week. What wonderful blessings. Oh, there you go. Guidance and helpful information. One more card for Gemini, please. One more card. There it is. Lovely. Okay, and let us clarify the Hermit for, clarify the Hermit, clarify the 5, there you go, 2, oof, and clarify the 5, oh, there you go. Okay, let's take a look at your cards, shall we? The first card out for you, Gemini, is the Hermit. And clarifying the Hermit, you have the Judgment card. Now, the next card out is the 5 of Swords. And clarifying the 5 of Swords is the 4 of Wands and the Tower. Then you have the 5 of Cups, followed by, or clarifying the 5 of Cups, is the Star card. Okay, so the first card out is the Hermit, darling. This is all about meditation, and this is really helpful for you, Gemini, when you're always up in your head. You know, you're ruled by Mercury, the intellect. And so this is important for you to clear your mind, to quieten your mind, so that you can really hear and listen. You know, I always say praying is talking to God, and meditation is listening. Now, because look, this is about not allowing your mind to control you, and this is what happens during a full moon. And you know, you've got where are we? Let me look at your, you've got you have Mercury moving into your community. So the Hermit, look, he goes away, he learns everything he can, he's a voracious reader, he just wants to, he's so hungry for knowledge. So he takes a respite from society and he learns everything he can, and he comes out and he holds up a light which represents his mind, and he shows others the way. He holds that light for others to see the way. Now, this light, this is about not allowing your mind to control your emotions or to control you. It's separating yourself. It's being able to laugh at the way, you know, what we call in meditation the monkey brain, right? Now, it's important that you quieten that mind, because you have the Judgment card. And things are going to come up, and you are getting the call to your life purpose, Gemini. And I was going to put that that video out this week on your life purpose, but you know, there's taxes and everything. I was too inundated with other things that I couldn't do it. But look, this is a call to action. This is you being called to help mankind. What is it? What floats your boat? What is it that you can do? Listen, you can do the research at the very least, you know. Get on Google and do a search on how to become or practice whatever it is that you want to do, that you know, that you think you probably can't make money at, but you want to do anyway. And that's how you start. You start by just doing it. Now, the next card is the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is kind of, you know, it's conflict. That's what it is. It's conflict. And when the 5 of Swords comes up, it's kind of conflict, and it's one of those conflicts that, you know, it's almost like it's a battle that you probably can't win, but you're going to win, stay in it anyway. This is always saying know your limitations. And also, you know, the 5 of Swords can be winning. It's almost abusive. It's about, you know, humiliating the other person. So it's not only winning, it's winning through humiliating the other person, and this is not a good thing. So look, when the Five of Swords comes in, this is saying handle this with diplomacy, and sometimes you might need to say, look, I'm wrong. And there's strength in that, because people really admire someone that can say, you know what, you're right, I was wrong. You don't, you know, losing a battle doesn't mean you have to lose the war, if that's what you're worried about. But this is also a debate that can get out of hand, especially with Mercury in Aries. That's what can happen. Oof, the nose is itching like crazy. This is about, you can really, you can take debates or arguments a little too far with Mercury in Aries, because it's that passion and fire and I've got to be right and that kind of thing. Now, clarifying it is the Four of Wands, and I really feel that you really need to nip this in the bud and end it, because this is a celebration card and it's also the completion and an ending of something. So this argument could in fact be the end of a friendship or a relationship of some kind. Some kind of relationship. And I say that because, number one, it's the full moon, right? And this is definitely conflict. And you've got the Tower. Now this could mean that this kind of behavior needs to end and needs to go. But I really think it's a bit more than that. I think that something is going to be removed. Perhaps it is a relationship. Something is going to be removed, and it's going to be cause for celebration. It may not feel like that at the time, but it is ultimately a cause for celebration. This is, look, whenever the Tower comes in, if something needs to go, it's like, let it go. It's meant to go. Don't hang on to it. You know, I use that, you know, I always say that, I don't know if I've done this for you, but the, let me see if I can do a guru once said to me, right, you know, we always think of letting go like that, right? And we let it and it drops and it falls and it's gone, right? But if we think of letting go like that, we've still got it in the palm of our hands, you see? So let it go. If it's meant to be there, it'll stay. If it's not, then you really don't need it. And the next card is the Five of Cups. I feel that you are kind of crying. This is called crying over spilt milk. I feel that you are crying at the loss of something, that you are upset. So something's gone and it's upsetting. Well, look, it's always upsetting, you know, when the Tower comes in, you know, something goes. You know, you might have the tendency to blame yourself, kind of thing, but this is crying for something that's gone, that's out of your reach, that you can't have. And what the thing about the Five of Cups is there are two cups here. So, and I want to say, look, stop crying, but it's hard to come from crying and in that place of pain. Go through those feelings, yeah, but start looking at what you have as opposed to what you haven't. Focus on what you have, Gemini. You know, when this card comes up, it's saying, look around at what you have. Stop worrying about what you haven't got, because that's gone and you can't bring it back. It's not coming back, at least not now. And I have a feeling that there's a, look, you've not feeling, I know, you've got the Star card clarifying this. So deep healing is coming in for you. When the Star comes in, and this also makes me think about your life purpose. And when you're focusing on your life purpose, you won't be thinking about this. This won't even bother you. This is, the Star comes in, spreads light where there was once darkness, and illuminates a path forward for you. And it heals. The Star is about a deep physical, emotional, and spiritual healing on all levels. And you've got the Judgment card here. This is a call to action. So the starlight is going to show you, I feel that this pain is the impetus for you to move on and do what you're supposed to do. Now, this could very well be losing a job or something that you're not happy in anyway. But you may be, you know, longing to, or, you know, worried, or you might be, you know, it could be a relationship. It could be, but it very well could be a job or something like that. Well, Gemini, the healing is coming in for you. Focus on what you have as opposed to what you haven't. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and comment and give me feedback. You know, I respond to every comment. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.